something that I always do is go analyze from which ads did I get the most clients from, the ones that were retained, the retainer sent. And I could, the same way that I select those, create pivot tables. And then from that, I could see, oh, car accident in 3 was the one that I got the most clients. Sometimes able to do it manually. So let's just say settled, but say that one's retained. Oh, okay, well, that one was car accident video 3. Okay, maybe out of the 4 clients that I send up, all 4 of them were from this ad. One thing I also want to show you guys is how to create pivot tables. This is crucial. Once you get these leads in, this part is how to create pivot tables. A pivot table is essentially how to analyze a lot of data very quickly. That's what pivot table is. And we ask ourselves, like, what is the data that we want? So one type of data that we could kind of analyze is what type of leads have you generated? Another one could be, oh, what has been the summary of all the different lead statuses? How many non-qualified have you received? How many times have you called 3 times? How many times have it been wrong info, etc.? How many have you signed up very quickly? So I don't have to, filter and just look it up. So I'll show you exactly how to do that. And then the other one is, from which ad set did we get our clients from? So those are like the 3 big analysis that I always do. So let's do one. If you have your Google Sheet right now, pull it out and just follow me along to do this. This is pretty cool. You'll be able to use this across different things. So first thing you want to do is select the type of injury column. Select that entire column. This is the column that we're going to be analyzing. And you go under Insert, Pivot Table, and then click on the green button called Create. And then so you're going to create a tab, and it's going to open up this pivot table editor kind of thingy. The 2 rows, there's 4 here, but number 1 and number 3 is the buttons that we're going to be clicking. So the first one under rows, we're going to click on Add. We're going to select type of injury, which is basically the heading of the column that we selected. And then under values, again, we're going to select type of injury. And what this does, this is like the simplest form of pivot table. This just gives us the total count of exactly those types of leads that we generated. So far we got 45 car accidents, 32 Uber and Lyft accidents, 3 truck accidents, 5 bicycle accidents, etc. Now I'm about to take this to the next level to really kind of clean it up. Again, sorry, this is like the most important part. As long as you get this is like most important. But something I started doing also is right here under the first setting, under the rows, under sort by, and change it to count. So basically I'm going to sort it by the descending order. Like, show me the ones that are most frequent. It now shows car accident was the most frequent. It's 45, 32, 5, 3, 2, 1, etc. And then under values, I'm going to click on Add, click type of injury. And then under type of injury, this one right here, I'm going to select percentage of columns. And not only does it give it to me in numerical order, but also gives me what percentage of those leads was those types. So 51% of the leads were car accidents, 36% were Uber and Lyft accidents. And from this, basically, again, you're able to quickly analyze what's going on with all the data that's coming in, what's going on. That's one kind of data that is useful. So this one, I just say, I'll call it type of injury analysis. Another one could be based on all the leads that we generated. What are the different categories of lead statuses? So I'm going to go back to the lead sheet. I'm going to select that column, Insert, Pivot Table, Create. Again, the first and third one is the one that we're going to be messing around with. We're going to click on Add, select that heading. Under the third one, the values, I'm going to select lead status, and it's going to give me all the numbers of how many for each different lead status. So what's the count of those? So I don't have to go individually count those. Just gives it to me in one shot. And then just a little advanced thing that I just did a minute ago, I'm going to do is sort by count, and I'm going to put it in the descending order. So it puts it in kind of in numerical order. And then, hey, let me also get the percentages. So I'm going to, under values, I'm going to add lead status, and it'll be the percentage of column, which now gives me the percentages. So 38% of the leads. And again, the intake team, I don't have that much confidence. I've already seen this over and over. I know what's going on. They're not good because they're mislabeling the not qualified. They're also like, if they call up a lead, and then if the case has already been settled, they title it as settled, but it shouldn't be categorized as settled. Settled is only for us. It's not for what the lead is. So when I notice that, that means they're not that smart. So I don't have that much confidence in how they're doing. And I feel like they could do much better. But it pretty much is a breakdown of our leads so far. And again, I expect out of 96 leads, at least a 5% conversion rate. That means I expect at least 5 clients coming from this. If we don't get 5 clients, and if we're it's like somewhat close, 4, okay, fine, keep it going. But if they're like far off, which is 0, compared to, we had to actually, the one that we did sign up, I think we had 1 or 2 signed up, but they got, I guess, another law firm that I used to work with ended up somehow signing them up at the same time, which is really weird. But anyways, but basically I expect, again, 5% conversion rate, five of these clients to be signed up. If I'm not close, then there's something really wrong with the conversion with the team who's signing them up. So I need to go troubleshoot that, which basically is the place that I'm at. And again, the other thing I would do is under ads, my Google Sheet got messed up. There was a little Zapier glitch, which didn't record exactly what ads it was under. I have to go clean it up. Started doing it basically like midway. But something that I always do is go analyze from which ads did I get the most clients from, the ones that were retained, the retainer sent, which ad was it? And I could, the same way that I select those, create pivot tables, and then from that I could see, oh, car accident 3 was the one that I got the most clients. Or I sometimes able to do it manually. I just say settled, but say that one's retained. Oh, okay, well that one was car accident video 3. Okay, maybe out of the 4 clients that I signed up, all 4 of them were from this one, this ad. Then let me just run it with that ad because that's the one that's signing us as clients. So this is like kind of like that idea of pivot tables, but on crack. So basically I created a pivot table based on the ad sets. These are different targetings and things that I did. And I only looked at the qualified leads. Okay. So this is basically a count of the number of qualified leads. That means in those pre-qualifying questions that I ask for Lemon Law, I know from those answers which ones are qualified. So I only look at those, which ones are bringing us the most qualified leads. And then from Facebook, I go pull out what's the cost for each of those ad sets for all those different targetings and different things that we do. Okay, so cost, number of qualified leads, and then an equation, which is basically the cost divided by number of qualified leads, which gives me my cost per qualified leads. And then I also go create another pivot table that shows me how many from those different ad sets, how many clients did I sign up from those. So 49 here, 14 from here, 23 from here, etc. Which leads me to another column, which is my cost per acquisition. So I know my cost per acquisition from each source. So this one generated me 49 clients for a cost per acquisition of 466. This one generated me 1 client for a cost of 1,000. Okay. And then from that, I basically, based on those numbers, I go give it a score. Basically 0 to 3, 3 being really good, 4 being the best. And I go look at how many did I sign up and what's my cost per acquisition. Well, this one's 5, the cost per acquisition of 633. That's way below the $1,000 I'm willing to spend for Lemon Law. Great, so that's a 3. Oh, this one, 49 clients for $466. Oh, great, best. Okay, etc., etc. So I basically give those scores. And now if it's basically a 4, go double the budget. If it's a 3, go increase the budget. If it's a 0, go cut the budget. And continue doing that to basically just continue increasing the budget for the ads or the ad sets that work the best, and then cutting down the ones that are not doing the best, continue doing that. Over time, since I've done this so many times for 2.5 years, it's basically turned into, it's consolidated all my ads. I used to have like literally hundreds of different campaigns and things like that. But over time, I've been able to optimize it so much that I basically figure out one type of targeting, one type of ad, and imagine, just from 3 ad sets and just basically one ad, I'm spending like, $100,000 a month, just from being very clear with my data and knowing which one is the one that makes me most clients, and then go put all my money in that versus trying to try different things. That's why, these numbers really matter, because that's what it takes to really scale. You need your numbers before you scale.
Lawyer Nation, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, take a moment right now to subscribe right below and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I post a video, because right now I'm posting 5 videos a week providing lots of value to lawyers. So click right here to subscribe, and to watch the next most relevant video, click right here. Go do it. Go watch it.